beginning. Oh, to my father.
Hellsing is a modern-day rewrite of the old Dracula novel.
Ghost like Hellsing.
But our story begins in 1875, in which we open in the forest at a Transylvanian gypsy camp at the foot of a hill, dominated by the castle of Dracula. They are making a virginal sacrifice to the landlord, and as they are unknowingly watched by Abraham Van Helsing. The next scene opens in Dracula's castle, in which there's an extravagant ball in which Dracula invites the cream of the aristocracy from Carpathia. On that day he tries to pass himself as a respectable nobleman, and on that day also he introduces to them his beloved, the beautiful Elisabetta. The proceedings are suddenly interrupted by Abraham Van Helsing, who proclaims,
"She's vampire, Nosferatu."
Pandemonium breaks out, resulting in the death of Elisabetta. Dracula is devastated. In his grief, he puts himself into a deep, deep sleep. So now it's 2012, and the Reinfeldts enter the castle. They're London estate agents that want to convert the castle into luxury apartments. They awaken Dracula, and they invite Dracula to London to seal the deal. Jonathan and Jemina rent an apartment from the Reinfeldts. They also play in a rock band called the Wild Locusts. They invite the Reinfeldts to their gig at London's prestigious The Cave Club. The Reinfeldts take Dracula along with them. Dracula sees Jemina up on stage. She's the spitting image of his long-lost love, Elisabetta. From that moment on, Dracula wants to win Jemina's honest love.
I just came to town, and suddenly by chance, the seat of romance came with just a fleeting glance. I have travelled through the passages of time, and it is fate that has brought me here to your side.
Concerned at losing his love to a complete stranger and his relationship deteriorating, Jonathan goes home. He goes up into his attic and discovers a trunk in the corner. He opens it and retrieves various items that proves that he is the direct descendant of Abraham Van Helsing.
The crossbow!
He takes out a diary and opens it up. The diary instructs him to go and get some holy water. Jonathan has to go to church.
I love Jesus. Please welcome the Dr. Felix Overtundi.
The devil himself walks amongst us. Jonathan realizes he needs help to fight the menace of Dracula, so he enlists the help of the Reverend Dr. Felix Overtundi. Meanwhile, we discover who Dracula really is, and we go way back to 1465. Dracula was originally a mortal called Vlad the Impaler, who ruled over his kingdom in Carpathia. Vlad kissed his beloved Elisabetta before leading his Christian army into battle against the invaded Muslim Turks. Triumphant in battle and having saved his kingdom, he sought to return to his beloved. But the enemy sent a message to Elisabetta, falsely saying that Vlad had died in battle. Elisabetta was distraught and threw herself from the castle walls into the moat below. Vlad returns, and seeing his beloved dead, in his anguish, Vlad renounces God and vows that when he dies, he will return from the grave and avenge her death. Vlad gives his soul to the devil. Meanwhile, we discover that Dracula is Satan's herald on a mission to raise the undead, zombies, ghouls and vampires, to infect and inherit the earth. The final showdown is when the band play a gig in front of their record company and fans.
I command the lost souls to rise up.
On that day on Halloween,
Rise.
Dracula raises the dead and takes the willing Janina to the graveyard
Your
to become his
kingdom
bride.
awaits.
Only one man can save this from happening. Jonathan Van Helsing.
Vladimir Anscott!
Jonathan!
Van Helsing. I knew you would come. Dracula is a Nosferatu.
Jonathan!
The Prince of Darkness.
Stop it!
The living dead.
Jonathan, please!
To live this cursed being must drink the blood.
Like its contemporary Twilight, the stage production of Hellsing is a vampire love story of two men in love with one woman. But that's where the similarity ends.
The sun